We're so good at this. We're gonna be famous in no time. And I've always said that. Finding a picture.
Bitch, you are not even ready.
Yeah, do you want to go first? You seem excited.
Oh my god. Well, first, okay.
Our icebreakers.
This is our icebreaker today.
A little icebreaker today to start us off.
So,
since we have no structure.
What's interesting is I was avoiding this anime Solo Leveling for a really long time because if you're on Crunchyroll, if you're familiar with the platform, they're pushing it on you.
They want you to watch
so
that bad.
So bad. And the cover of it, you're like, I honestly do not care. I do not care. But I'm surprised that you haven't seen it because guess who makes
TXT
the
made the
intro?
opening. I listened to it already. I know. I'm aware. I wanted to watch it before TXT got involved. I promise.
Yeah, but I don't care. It's fine.
But also,
I mean, they were involved since the beginning. The first opening was them.
Yeah.
So.
But it started as I think it's a Korean webtoon.
And what's interesting about Solo Leveling, and this is like just kind of production standpoint, I guess, or like I don't fucking know. Some standpoint.
We don't work here.
We don't work at Crunchyroll. Is they released 3 different versions of dub sub. And I will explain what it is.
Like 3 separate voice casts?
Well, no.
Or voice, yeah.
No. So in one version, the one that they released in Japan, the setting is in Japan. They speak Japanese, and their names are Japanese.
Okay.
The one that they released in America on Crunchyroll, it's in Japanese, or English, right? You can choose. Names are Korean, and places are Korean. But the language is only
still in
Japanese or English.
It's so weird, yeah, because in a Japanese animation studio made the show, so it makes sense.
Right.
They made it like a regular anime.
Yeah, so when I first started watching it, I was like so confused. I was like, wait, Sung Jin Woo. Wait, I'm like, that is
no,
not
I think I watched the
Japanese
first episode. Oh my
name.
god, wait, I did watch the first episode.
Yeah, so it's
because he sucks. And
yeah,
he goes, it's kind of like Sword Art Online, but not really.
Right.
Yeah, but it's reminiscent.
Yeah,
and he's like a loser and he's bad.
Right.
It reminds me of
they haven't
Shield Hero, which I think is an isekai that I never watched, but my coworker told me about.
Ooh, you're not ready for these pictures. You're not ready for these pictures. So
yeah,
I started watching.
So I don't remember. Does he get hotter? Is that what you're saying? Because I watched the first episode and I don't remember anything.
First episode, you wouldn't see anything.
Okay, good.
First episode's crazy, or maybe it's the second episode that gets absolutely bonkers. I don't know. I wasn't really expecting much, and then the first couple episodes, you're like, it is actually so insane. Like, they are so fun. I'd honestly say the first 3 episodes are like the most fun out of like most of the anime. But I think that we're really setting up for something cool coming season 2. Or
I can see that.
Part 1 of season 1. So, let me show you what he looked like before. Okay, this is Sung Jin Woo. This is the main character.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I saw. And I went, nice, he's cute. I guess.
Such a little cutie. Oh.
He turns into Gojo. He gets Gojo-fied.
No.
The skinny jeans. It's a lot. Give me that. What?
No. We don't get that yet,
dude.
Though. That's a spoiler. That's kind of a spoiler.
He reminds me of
Hot.
You've seen Devilman Crybaby?
Sex.
Devilman Crybaby?
I actually haven't seen that, but I know who you're talking about.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Oh no! This is you. Look.
He's just Gojo with black hair. Slay.
Ooh.
They both have the glowing blue eyes. It's kind of everything. Very demonic. Honestly, Haru from Rin. Really, this is him now. Feel old yet? He leveled the fuck up.
I actually cannot contain myself.
Damn.
Apparently I am contained. So
Damn.
I started watching this and I was like, oh, what a little cutie. Such a little cutie.
Just a little guy.
3 episodes in. Hey man, hey. Hey, you're my man. You're my man. Not actually. That's not my man. I have a man. That's But like in a fictional sense, that's my man. I think I like him more.
So you've given up. Do you like him or Nanami better?
Nanami. What the fuck? That's a really tough decision because here's the thing. Okay, I started watching this other anime, and I can't even remember the name of it. I watch like irrelevant shit sometimes. That like I say the name, people are like, never heard of it. I don't even know how you found that. Where the fuck did you even, like, how the depths that you had to scroll to get to that anime
you just
are
scrounge
insane.
around
I
the bottom of the
scrounge.
internet to find this.
I do. And there's this like blonde love interest, but the blonde is too yellow. Does that make sense? Nanami has like a blonde where I'm like, that's scrumptious. Not this,
no, it's Haikyuu Atsumu.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes. It's too blonde.
It's
yellow. It's straw.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ooh, I wish I liked you because you're like kind of like nice, but I'm like getting predator vibes because I think you're so ugly.
Can I say, okay, did you ever...
That is so fucked up.
Have you heard of killing stalking? Yeah.
Can I tell you a story about that?
I'm scared because I think I'm gonna go...
Do you know when I read that entire thing?
2021.
When I was in your cabin. I was in your cabin. We were locked away for like...
When we were on our COVID trip?
When we were on our COVID trip.
Dude, no, this is actually fun lore about us.
Yeah.
We, not only do we go way back, what, like 6 years now? Which is crazy.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Ride or die or whatever. But anyways, we, during COVID, this was right after everyone, it was like, I want to say like May of 2020. Like people were finally going back to like their college towns and stuff, and like leaving their hometowns. Like people were starting to go back.
I think it was past that though. I think it was
in the
a
summer.
little bit. Yeah, it was summer.
It was later into the summer, but like May is when everyone went back to the city.
Mm.
People were coming out to the apartments. We were maybe gonna have a summer. It was gonna be very weird. We were still gonna have a
summer.
summer.
There was a lot of
everyone
questions.
was masking.
There was a lot of questions around.
School was still online.
Yeah,
like it was still fucked, but we were trying our best. It was a dark time.
For all of those people out there that are babies, this is an explanation of what happened.
COVID was like.
Yeah, for those of you that are 2-3 years old, this is a little explanation for you.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, straight from the textbook. And we went. We went to the cabin for like the weekend or something.
Yeah, it was
and then
just me and you.
happened to get sick or something.
And then
one of your roommates. So okay, so
we went
to the lake house to hang out for the weekend, which is like near where we live, and we went. And then at the end of the weekend, one of your roommates texted and was like, "Guys, I'm positive for COVID," and we were like,
"No," because I was still living with Arden at this time.
Someone it was like Dominic's friend or something like.
Yeah.
Someone you were like
I was like
once or twice removed
because
from
at that
someone
point,
who had COVID.
At that point, you were like counting them like if I was
if
like
you were
allowed
like
to
within
like,
3 degrees of Kevin Bacon,
right.
You should get tested for COVID.
Right. That's exactly
so like
what it
you
was.
were within enough people that you were like,
I'm kind of
we
nervous
should probably just
about
get
this.
tested just to be safe because we were all being safe because we care. And, so
and
we
this
were
is
like,
where
okay.
they had militarized testing,
drive-through testing run by the fucking like National Guard, literally in their full like turnout gear, whatever it's called.
So and how long did we wait?
Like an hour. We were there so long.
It was more than an hour.
We drove the half hour into Madison to take our test.
Because there was no other availability.
No, that's the only place. So we drove in, and we're in our masks. We're in the car. We're jamming. We're trying to like not freak out because we're like, this is kind of bad. This is maybe kind of bad.
It was like
it fucks up like your whole like week or 2 weeks after that. Like I know it's the summer, but like it still fucks your shit up a bit.
Yeah, I mean we were unemployed though.
Yeah, it was COVID, so it was not like we had anything else to do. But we were like, oh, this could be bad. I don't know. I feel bad. I don't want to get me all sick.
Yeah, that's true.
So we drove there.
Everyone was really stressed.
We're stressed as fuck. We're sitting in the drive. They took us. I want to say like 2 hours.
At least 2 hours.
We were there so long. It took forever.
And it was also like it scares you so much. The way that they had stuff like implemented back then was like they made things so scary because like what the fuck do you mean we had to like drive through
stuff and we didn't like they just didn't publicize information in a very like
normal way. It was like you either hear about it 3,000 times on whatever news network you chime into, or you don't hear about shit at all because you're just trying to like unplug because like that's all you hear about.
Everybody was just so anxious. Like everybody was anxious. I mean,
crazy. Yeah, for good reason.
Which makes sense. But yeah, it was a very weird time. Anyways, we went, got our tests. And then
And so anyway, I was reading Killing Stalking
forever to get the test back to us. So we quarantined at the lake house
like a week
for like a week straight, which worst things could happen.
It was fun.
To
a cabin.
Two socioeconomically inclined white people being like, oh God forbid,
I had to be at
we had
a
to
cabin.
quarantine at a house near
I had
a lake.
to sunbathe.
Oh God. And we had a TV to watch Netflix.
Yeah.
And Wi-Fi. Oh, it was horrible.
It was fun though.
No, it was fun. But it was funny because we were there by ourselves and it was just us.
It was
and it was
nice.
like 6 or 7 days in a row. And we were like, well, let's have some time.
It was kind of a little bit of a vacation because
we would like hang out together and then we'd be like, okay, I'm going to go sit in this room by myself.
And
for
guess
like 3
what
hours.
the fuck I was doing? Guess what I was doing?
And so I was napping
that.
and reading fan fiction. And
I
you
was
said,
Killing front to back.
No, because I read it
what?
right before that.
Killing me softly with his song.
Because you want to talk about fried blonde hair, Songwoo or whatever his name is from Killing Stalking.
I hate that he was
and
hot.
Also I hated that, and I hated
they made him so sexy.
It could have been a good thriller, horror, like true crime. It could have been, and then they made it. They made it bad because BL gets represented in such a bad way. Sometimes they're like, what if we made it super like non-consensual? It's like, no, we don't want that. Can you just represent gay people for once? Can you not do it like this?
I feel like
because like the BL community latched onto this and was like, oh my God, we love them.
That was the problem, was that latching should not have happened.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It wasn't like,
because it was like people were like, oh, they're in love, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll read it. And then I started reading it, and I was like,
oh, no, they're actually not in love.
And then I had to finish it because I was like, well, I just need to know.
Some of the shit. Didn't he have his mom? Sorry, wait. Spoilers.
But also, if you want to read it, it's 2024.
If you haven't read it, get off.
If you wanted to care about it, it's too late. And also, it's not worth it.
The fact that they have that notated in the goddamn read through, they have that. They're like,
he really is just like a serial killer, though. Like, he has the vibes, the bleach blonde hair.
So here it is.
His go-to song.
He had his mom cut up in the walls, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was gonna he was gonna cut up Bongyu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also I forgot that's what his name was. Is that?
I'm pretty sure it's Bongyu.
Yeah.
I might just be making that the fuck up. No, you're just.
You gotta look it up. I don't remember.
So anyway, from Solo Leveling's Fine as Fuck. If you're looking for another fine man,
why were we talking about bleach blonde hair? Oh my God! Speaking of bleach blonde hair, this is a flawless transition. We're doing so well today.
Right.
TXT come back. It's literally in like 3 days. I'm so excited. I bought tickets to their concert.
For what? Oh, I thought you meant like to like.
Arya. She has a bunch of Twitter accounts, and she's on Twitter. She's in the trenches. You know how I told you? She's in the trenches.
The way I'm like,
she's got the paint on. She's
and
crawling
it's
around.
literally TXT. That's the first thing that comes up.
No, you need to.
I don't think it is Bongyu.
You need to Google Killing Stalking characters, and then
I'm sure they're gonna know. It's definitely has a B.
Yeah. Anyways, TXT come back. We got tickets. Some random girl on Twitter gave Arya her like MOA pre-sale code. Like some fan account was like, I have this many like tickets left with my code. Who wants it?
Yoonbum. You were right. It does have a
bum in it.
A Y though. You were trying to say a J. What the fuck am I talking about?
I don't know what
pre-sale code.
Yeah, so they had like there's a pre-sale. The only pre-sale is for the like MOA membership.
Right.
The, like fan subscription, and like we don't have that shit.
No.
I have one. I own 2 TXT photo cards. That's it, and 1 album. I'm not a consumer. I just take the content. I don't buy the things. Yeah, so I'm like, whatever.
Well, I mean, you're about to. I mean, you got a ticket to the concert.
Yeah. Now I'm consuming again. But anyways, so some random person on Twitter was like, I'll give people my codes. And I was like, give it to me. And then we were at work, and I watched her like buy the tickets frantically. She was like sweating. It was crazy. She was locked the fuck in. And our other coworker's watching Miller, and he's just like, I've never seen Arya like so intensely committed to something. And we work in healthcare.
18.
and he was like, I've never seen her lock in like that.
A patient has a photo card. That's the only way Arya gives a fuck.
Dude, they got a TN photo card. Listen. But anyways, they're one of the videos they released for their like album promo stuff, they're all blonde. And I need you to look it up because it's crazy.
Like I'm surprised that they haven't done
too
this
blonde.
before.
Some of it's a lot. They kind of look like dolls. It's a little scary. But like Subin looks great as per usual. Hyun and Kai always looks great blonde. I just wanted you to react because they look the hair dye. Whoever these stylists are, they must be getting paid bank. I
Okay,
know
so
they
me
spent
saying
500 years
comeback is
dyeing this fucking
stupid
hair.
as hell. What's their what is it? I feel like a fucking 90-year-old woman right now.
You kind of turned into one for a second. It was awesome. Like forgot. You're like, I don't have Twitter. I don't know how to search this on Google.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, give me this.
Where do you
Stress.
think it's gonna be?
You just have to scroll. There's a lot of shit. God, the videos are so cringe.
The way none of them are blonde. The way none of them are
No,
blonde.
wait, here they are. It's these.
Oh,
There's little videos and there's pictures, but like,
you know,
Yeonjun looks a little like it's a lot. The blonde's a lot
on him,
They all look
great.
great. It's just that there's a couple shots where I'm like, we really
Who the
bleached
fuck
everything.
is this?
Bungyu.
I did not.
He
Even
looks.
recognize him.
I kind of hate the blonde. I'm sorry. It's a lot, and I don't like it.
He kind of looks normal.
Yeah, he slays the blonde. Subin always slays the blonde.
That's Subin.
That's Taeyeon.
Yeah, I'm like, don't fuck with me right now.
No, I can't see the screen.
That's Subin.
Yeah,
I know Subin. You like those pouty little lips. That's what you like. Yup, I know you. Okay, they look really good. They look good. I like the new sunset concept. The sunset concept is nice. They're coming of. Oh no. What do you think it's? Is it? Do you think it's a summertime concept? It's like
they're
the sun's going down.
Apparently, they're like big. Like their concept, branding, aesthetic stuff is based off of The Little Prince. You know that book? It's like a storybook.
For just this new concept?
No, apparently a lot of their overarching theme has been like somehow tied to this book. I don't know. This is what Twitter told me. I believe them, but I don't know what the concept is for this. There's like a fox, and they're like I guess they crashed. They're from another. I don't really know. The lore is like getting BTS level here. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
BTS lore used to be so fun on Twitter.
So yeah, shit's getting crazy.
Do you remember when someone made like an entire fiction, like an interactive fiction on Twitter about BTS?
There's a BTS lore like manga you can read, and I've read it. It's funny.
Good?
No, because I trained this girl at work in the fall. I mentioned that I like K-pop. She was like, "Is that a Subin photo card in your phone case?" And I was like, "I'm gonna kill myself." And I was just like, "Yeah."
It's better that she knew who it was.
No, because then I was like, maybe I'm safe. And she was like, "Is it a K-pop photo card?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh, cool. Like my roommates are really into, or like used to be really into BTS. I like used to like them, but I don't really like keep up with K-pop anymore." I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Like once they went into the military, people just like kind of turned in their caps. They resigned. Yeah. They're done with the shifts for the day. We'll come back.
I think some people are still dedicated, but I think most people were like, "Yeah, great, I'm retiring." And that's nice for them. But anyways, she was like, "Oh my god." So we talked about it a little bit. She's the one who told me about the BTS lore manga thing.
It's so wild.
Webcomic, whatever. And so I read the
I'm
whole
glad
thing.
Someone did that.
It's really funny. It came out like 2019.
Damn.
And it like recaps all the old BTS lore in a chronological order. It's like it's kind of long. I read it and then I was like, you know what? They did that. I remember this music video.
We got a really in the BTS lore. We got really vague and
it was all
really. I was scared at a point. Where the fuck were we going with this? And then they said, you know what? Shut the fuck up. We're throwing it all away. We're performing butter.
Yeah, shut the fuck up and eat some butter.
Eat some butter. How about
Forget about the lore.
And my theory is they were hired by the U.S. Dairy Corps.
Big butter.
Big butter, big dairy.
Big butter. They got a brand deal with Big Butter.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jimin in a Got Milk commercial next year.
So he gets out of the military.
Jimin,
first thing he does, commercial where he
like
one pound butter mukbang.
Butter mukbang with like just this huge glass of milk. You know how that would make Twitter go crazy. Do you guys remember Cow Jimin? Do you guys remember
Cow? What's Cow Jimin? I'm sorry.
Oh, everyone
can I say something controversial? I used to not like Jimin.
That's not even. We all know this. Everyone knows that you don't like Jimin.
I said used to.
That's like so mean.
What's his song?
I don't care.
One of his solo songs is so good.
He has a good amount of good ones.
Me a good bad. It's like a synth pop banger.
You don't remember Cow Jimin? Are you fucking for real? And I'm not talking about the cute little.
I'm fucking for real right now. I never met him. Just saying.
What am I talking about? What am I
The way
actually
you can't
talking
Google
about?
anything today.
Oh god, it's Cow Hybrid Jimin. You guys don't remember Cow Hybrid Jimin?
Cow what?
Cow Hybrid Jimin is the hybrid. You guys don't remember Cow Hybrid Jimin? Okay.
Cow hybrid Jimin?
Okay, let me read you something on Twitter. This is an archive. This is from the fucking archive. Every time I see Uni in shorts, shut the fuck up, I think of him peeing.
I'm sorry. And you wanted to read it. You wanted to read. No, finish it.
No, this isn't even about
Finish
Jimin.
it.
The fact that this isn't even about Jimin.
Finish what you started. I'm so scared right now. Yo, chat,
People
is this
used to
real?
be so insane on Twitter. I forgot about this.
No,
I got
the
one
BTS fandom was freaky.
To a point where I was like, I can't even keep up.
A dark past, dare I tell you.
I think that's why I was a virgin for so long. I'm not even joking. People are like, you're such a virgin, you're in a K-pop. I'm like, and I'm like,
what the lore is actually really extensive.
Actually, you have a point. Actually, you have a very valid point.
See, I just listened to NCT and like, I don't know, wore jean jackets. I didn't like.
Yeah, but you also had a boyfriend from very early on before.
I was kind of locked in.
Yeah, so don't even talk. We have to get to this.
I think I still could have pulled bitches even though I was a K-pop stan.
Every time I see Uni in shorts, I think of him peeing in them.
Oh!
And the pee would run down his legs and make them glisten.
We can't put this in.
And then the boys would be fighting over who would give him a bath.
We can't put this in.
Clean him up.
We can't put this in. Or I have to find a way to bleep all of that. I have to bleep all of that.
Beep. Okay. This is the cow hybrid Jimin. Baby cows are so sweet. Cow hybrid.
I'm so stressed right now.
Cow hybrid Jimin with the prettiest big eyes that tear up when his soft beep are milked and his pitching up high when someone reaches down to touch his cute
you have to stop.
Beep.
You have to stop.
Because he doesn't deserve it, but it takes the edge off.
Sorry.
Hey, cancel that person's internet. Hey, cancel Leash Jimin.
Sorry.
At Leash Jimin.
No, but why did you remember that?
How can you forget?
I wish I didn't have to experience that.
If you
why did you do that?
Because people would quote tweet this all the time on my feed. All the time people would quote tweet it. And I'm like, what the hell is this?
Because it's kind of funny to quote tweet it for the joke.
However, Jimin.
I think you can bring it back as a funny bit.
That's what it becomes
a good copy pasta.
Well, and what's even worse is that
Jimin has this like was real at first.
What's interesting is not interesting. What makes me sad is let me correct myself. All the BTS members, like pretty early on, they released like
they turned into cows. It was really unfortunate.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
We love Army. Move.
Clomping around the stage.
That's the one line they get. Okay. Sweet like butter. Okay, so
they made their own butter, and that's after years of starting a business from the ground up. They decided
it's the BTS Dairy Co-op.
Oh my god.
Sweet like butter.
Okay. Smooth like butter. Maybe their butter's sweet, but not all.
Guys, please
someone hire a hitman to come and put us out of our fucking misery.
Guys,
can't keep doing
donate
this.
$10, please. This is a really good
to the
cause.
Hitman Fund. Hitman Bang. We'll call him Hitman Bang. That's a deep cut. Dude, we'll pay Hitman Bang to be our Hitman. He'll come up in his t-shirt.
Yeah. Yep. That's really good. Why the fuck why does her girl... Oh no. You don't get to see that again.
Okay.
archive. Yeah, that's
All right,
from
what
the archives.
was
That's
the
from
what
the
was,
fucking National
now that the ice is
Institute.
really broken?
Okay.
We have to get. We need to get away from the cow thing. I'm stressed.
Okay, we're done with it. Okay. So, speaking on dairy, not really. So, okay. There's this like trend kind of on Instagram, TikTok, the socials where people are like really obsessed with like only eating like 5 ingredients in their meals. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the
It's
whole
like a
food
capsule
thing,
wardrobe, but for chefs.
but for chefs, where they're like,
Which
I can only have like I don't want any flour. I don't want any. It's like shit like that. It's like
okay,
I don't want anything that's like processed, quote unquote.
that's cool.
Right.
And they also don't part their hair
And they
to keep the energy in.
to
They're
keep the
doing
energy
it all.
flowing.
They're doing
in
it
here.
all.
Yes.
Okay, they're locked in.
They're locked the fuck in. And
They're
this
really
person,
sad the
this
bakery's
isn't
not open anymore, so they actually work at the Willie Street Co-op now. But they're
the
making
BTS.
they're making ends
It's
meet.
the BTS dairy co-op.
The
It's a
BTS dairy
collab.
co-op meal. What's like a fuck ass drive through that could be doing this at Wendy's?
Wendy's drive-throughs always fucked up. I'm sorry. I love
And
Wendy's.
Wendy's inside is also always
No,
fucked
yeah,
up. I go
no,
in there
but
and I'm like,
I'm telling you, you're not
going
gonna get your
on?
food for the next 25 minutes. You're not, and they're gonna have you pull the fuck up, and you're just gonna be looking at them. They're gonna be looking at you.
you're on Twitter
Nothing's,
on your phone.
and they're
really
also
anything to
on
get
Twitter
away.
on their phone. Everyone's on Twitter on their phone. And
Nobody's cooking the chicken nuggets.
no one's. They're all busy with.
No one's cooking the BTS dairy co-op meal.
No one.
So you're just. They're also on Twitter.
They're
not
also on
cooking.
Twitter. They haven't milked. They haven't milked. The cows haven't even been milked.
They gotta go get Jimin out of the back of the walk-in cooler.
All you hear from the back.
It's like in Dead by Daylight, that one killer that sings, and as she gets closer, the song gets louder.
Yeah.
And Jimin's like voice just gets louder as they sweet like butter. Don't know much about cow Jimin.
I don't know any lyrics to
combine
that
the
song. The way
songs.
that song's fully in English, and that's the last song that I know any lyrics to.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Sam Cooke, What a Wonderful World, great song.
So, sure. Okay, so yes.
For the people who were gonna ask,
For the people that were
what
gonna ask,
song were you talking about? Since we didn't make that very clear,
right?
Since no one would be able to fucking guess based off whatever just happened.
I don't know what just happened. So what I was
we
gonna
get
say.
possessed. The groove takes over, you know. That's what happens when you get the vaccine. One too many drive-through COVID tests.
Oh my god,
and
the
this is what you're trying
videos
to
that
do.
people used to post.
I can't walk near a fridge. I get stuck to it.
We need to start posting videos like that. I wonder if we can bring the vaccine hesitancy back.
If I got
double.
viral on TikTok from the clips, and then they come to the podcast, and then we definitely really should famous.
That's true.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Here's what I need to say.
Okay.
Is everyone's like clean eating, clean eating, clean eating, and this person's like doesn't really like this recipe doesn't really fall under this. But I feel like sometimes I get sucked into these like recipes because I'm like, oh, this is like a simple way to make something that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Something that I really like that is a little controversial is chocolate pudding.
That's not controversial. Is it?
I feel like some people are like, you know, they like a little bit of chocolate pudding. Like I like a lot of chocolate pudding. I like
head to toe.
Head to toe. I like to be dipped in chocolate pudding,
Submerged.
submerged, as many holes as possible, filled with chocolate pudding, and spilling, overflowing. And so I saw this recipe that was like, you can make chocolate pudding in a vegan way. And I'm like, I'm intrigued because I'm not vegan, but I'm like, whatever. Like chocolate pudding is like mostly
you're
milk.
adjacent. You're vegan adjacent.
Sure.
Vegetarian's vegan adjacent.
Yeah. So, but I'm like, okay, pudding's like mostly milk. Like that's like a good amount of protein if I'm like looking for like a high protein thing. Yeah. I didn't really give that much of a fuck about the protein. I just like pudding.
You just wanted another pudding.
I just wanted another pudding option,
a new, shiny
just
pudding
in case.
You haven't tried yet.
So I was like, okay, it's mostly milk. How are they gonna do this? And you know, I should have fucking known from how skinny this bitch was that the recipe that was about to come up was not to be trusted. And she's like, so first, stay with me. You bring out your silken tofu. And I'm like, I was about to click away, but you told me to stay with you. I'll
You know
stay with
what?
you.
If she said cottage cheese, I'm out.
That's
Because
respectable.
the protein fitness people, they'll make fucking anything out of cottage
Oh
cheese.
my
They'll make
God.
cookie dough out of cottage cheese, and they'll go, "Oh, it's so good. It's edible
It
cookie
tastes
dough."
fine. Hey,
I'm
you
voting.
haven't tasted sugar in 3 years. I do not trust a single thing out of your mouth.
The clean diet people, these freaky people, they're the Mormons
Well, and here's
of the food
this
world,
person,
of
I
the
don't think
health
is
fitness
freaky,
world.
but I don't think this person that was doing this like silken tofu thing was like freaky because I think she's just vegan. You know what I mean? I think she's
Okay.
just looking for like a textural similarity
Do you
to
think-
pudding, but I do think that in that same community there are a lot of these like clean eating, like
Yeah,
like-
because I don't think that all vegans are like that.
No.
I think that there's because I think that some of the vegans are though, because there's this
Mhm,
group
mhm.
of the
Freely the banana
non-traditional
girl.
food people.
Y'all remember Freely the
who-
banana girl? Y'all remember Freely? Guys, raise your hand if you remember Freely.
What did
Do
she
you
do?
remember Freely?
What did she do?
Okay. Freely the banana girl. This is some good internet lore. Again, for our 3-year-olds out there.
Oh my god. Buckle up. I know you're on the iPad.
Ah!
Coco Melon.
So
I watch Bluey though. I could hang with them. We could connect on Bluey.
right.
Carry on.
So Freely the banana girl. 2000s YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Not just vegan. This is where shit got kind of a little bit crazy. Fruitarian. Y'all ever heard of this?
She only eats fruit.
Only
That can't be
ate
sustainable.
fruit. Well, here's the
I
thing.
mean, I guess you
is
need
it's
enough
not.
rinds.
Well, it's not. It's not sustainable. That's the whole thing. Is it's definitely not sustainable. And even if you ate rinds, it also would not
Wouldn't
be
work,
sustainable.
'cause that's
And
that's
she'd be
just
she'd be
plant
fucking
fibers.
cramming like 10 bananas a morning, 10 bananas lunch.
Wait,
10 bananas.
Your potassium's gonna go up too much.
Bitch.
Hyperkalemia is real.
It
fucks you up.
No, and that's the thing. No, I'm like those shits must have been
Radioactive.
so fucking crazy. And she had like
She
so
could
many
power a small
Well, and she had
island.
like these crazy fucking claims. She's like, "Oh, I don't need to brush my teeth because I eat all of this fruit," and it's like
No,
that doesn't make any sense.
My gums riddled with banana fibers. It's awesome. There's
It's
strings
so there's strings
hanging
coming
out.
out. It's a natural floss.
Yeah.
It's a natural floss.
I have
love
no
it.
gums left actually. They're all eroding.
Right.
Of all the fucking
Because how
fruit
clean
rinds.
this is.
All the fruit rinds that I'm carving through.
So like she gained this entire following that like every middle school girl at that point that had eating disorder tendencies like stumbled upon
Which
one
is
of
like
her
all of
videos,
them.
which is all of them.
All of
Sorry
them.
guys, it's all of us.
Let's be real.
And
Let's be real.
everyone was like, you know, like this can't be real, and she would keep posting videos. She's like, no, it's completely sustainable, it's completely safe, everything's fine. And so people would genuinely start eating like 10 fucking bananas a morning and be like, this is like what I'm bringing to breakfast, like this is good for me. Freely's hot, like she has a 6-pack, like I'm trust her.
And with my life.
People were so either constipated that they couldn't like they couldn't
never
function.
pooped again.
Yes,
They're inflating.
They
like
were
a blimp.
at like what's that bitch's name? That blueberry.
The blueberry from
Wonka.
Wonka. Yeah. What was her name? Jane.
Probably not.
Who cares?
Prob-
She's irrelevant.
Okay, we
don't
don't care
fuck with
about. We
her.
actually don't care about this
But-
segment.
But
Okay.
that happened to her.
That happened
so
to her.
She would get it.
She would get it, and yeah,
She's
she
eating 10
was
bananas a day,
basically-
rinds and all.
basically that was her punishment. You're a blueberry now. That's what should fucking happen to Freely.
Dude, she
Freely
should've-
needs
she
to go to
should've turned into a
Wonka.
banana.
Period. Well, and that's the thing.
Morty, I
It's
can't do
is
that
you were
good
like, oh my
voice.
god, this diet's not sustainable. Yeah. So she comes back on the internet like maybe 10 years later, and she's like, so I'm a vegan now, and it's like, yeah, of fucking course,
Of course.
you are.
Oh, so you
Because, like-
figured out something normal.
Like,
Thank you.
no, it's absolutely insane. And anyone that like claims these like crazy diets, like, oh, the fucking carnivore diet, bitch.
I mean, you've heard of Liver King, right?
Yeah, and like,
Yeah.
and like he was lying the entire
Eating
time.
that raw ass meat,
Yeah, and,
raw eggs.
and it's like that's
crunching
obviously
on it.
not fucking real. And anyone that says it's real is just trying to
And
make a buck
he
on
looks
you.
like an overcooked turkey. And so he's
That's
sitting there
it.
porking down this raw beef.
Well,
it's
and
like,
men
dude.
think that that's hot.
And they think anyone
They're like,
wants that.
God, everyone
Not a
loves
soul.
him.
Not a soul in the world wants that.
Well, I guess his wife probably did. at one
That's
point. But like,
stupid.
also, no one wants a liar. Don't lie, guys. So
No one wants a liar.
don't. He's a liar.
He's
He's
a
a
liar.
liar. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, this goddamn recipe. Okay, so I'm watching this video and it's like start with silken tofu, and now grab your chocolate that's vegan. Then has to specify because every fucking commenter on Instagram is like chocolate's not vegan. It's like it can be. Most of it is.
If you're vegan, buy the vegan
if
kind.
you buy dark chocolate,
The fact that they have to specify that,
it's no. It actually is.
crazy.
It's only on Instagram too. Instagram commenters actually.
They're mindless bots.
Oh,
truly.
I hate them.
It's the zombie horde out there.
I just don't open them anymore. But
yeah,
anyway,
I love looking at the comments on Reels because you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's the new Facebook comment section.
People get so angry about literally absolutely nothing. There's nothing going on in the video. It could literally
just half the people in the comment section don't know how to drive a car.
No, no, they're actually the 3-year-olds.
They wouldn't know how to operate a landline phone. They've just forgotten everything about.
They're either 95 or they're 5, or they're 45 living in Omaha.
Yes, exactly.
No offense
to our huge Omaha fan
Nebraska fan base. Yeah, I guess. Sure. So it starts off with silken tofu. Add this to a blender. Add the silken tofu to a blender because they're always British or Australian.
Sorry.
Melt this vegan dark chocolate in the microwave. Okay. Add cacao powder to your silken tofu. Well, the vegan dark chocolate. And then add
honey.
No, that's not vegan. Add some maple syrup. Syrup to the blender and then blend it all together. And so I'm like, okay, that sounds simple enough, but I'm going to use honey because I'm not a fucking dumbass. And so I use my honey. I add everything together. I follow it fucking exactly. And my dumbass is like, you know what? I'm excited for this pudding. I'm excited for this pudding. I take a bite. I'm like, wow. So this is tofu. This is straight tofu. This is only tastes like tofu.
There was no liquid.
Maybe hint of
there was
chocolate.
No liquid added. No milk.
It was melted. It was the melted.
There's no milk.
It's vegan. No, milk would not have saved it. The texture was fine. The texture was perfect.
It just tasted like tofu.
It tasted like because it's fucking tofu.
It's just tofu with some chocolate.
And it reminded me of back in the Freely Banana Girl days. My sister was obsessed with that shit too. Where it all connects. Where there used to be this like healthy ice cream craze, and the healthy ice cream craze was literally just frozen bananas, fucking maple syrup. It's always the fucking maple syrup. God, it makes me want to die. Maple syrup. And then add your sprinkles. Add your sprinkles. And my sister's like, oh my God, like, I want, like, healthy ice cream. Like, it's, like, half the amount of calories, like, whatever. And I told her, I'm like, hey, this is going to taste just like bananas. This is not going to taste like anything else.
Like ice cream.
This is going to taste like banana. Because it's all banana. And here's the thing. Everyone knows the golden rule about bananas. If you add half a banana to a smoothie,
it's taken over.
It's a banana smoothie.
She's colonized the whole place.
She's colonized the whole entire place. And this leads us to our talk about sovereignty. I'm joking.
Dude, that would, I mean, is it
transition?
It could be next.
No, it's not. So, anyway, yeah, so she made this like in our fucking food processor, added our sprinkles, and she tasted it. She took a bite and she almost cried because she was like, this tastes just like bananas. I'm like, hey girl, I know it does. Let's go get some fucking ice cream. Let's go get some normal ice cream.
I've had similar experiences, but it's not that I'm trying to find like a fancy diet friendly thing. It's more like a vegetable person, a vegetarian, a vegetable person,
that's
a person
TXT
that
in
loves,
a few years.
After the back pain sets in from all this fucking touring. Yeah. No. I've tried a couple recipes that are like, there's this really good like miso eggplant recipe.
I love eggplant.
And I was like, I'm scared. The first time I made it, I was like, I'm scared. Because you make sauce, you put on the eggplant, you cook it. And I was like, I don't know, it's just eggplant. Like, what if I don't fuck with this?
You like eggplant,
but then I tried it. I hadn't tried it. And then I did it, and I was
Oh.
like, oh, this shit bangs.
I made some really good, just a really simple eggplant the other day. It was like it was just a kind of like a really lightly fried eggplant with some cornstarch on the outside, and then you like saute it with just a really simple sauce, dark soy sauce, light soy sauce, sugar, ginger, and garlic. Fucking delicious. So good.
A little,
yeah, the miso. You add some miso to that. That should be crazy.
Yeah,
crazy. But yeah, that just leads me to that conversation of, hey, if something's 95% one thing,
It's probably gonna be that
it's
fucking
gonna taste
thing.
like that.
It's gonna taste like
There's
that
literally
thing.
no way. There's no
Yeah.
way you can take the banana out of the banana. You can't
Yeah.
take banana out of banana.
Sorry.
Can't spell banana without a B-A-N and an A. B-A, B-A and an N. Can't spell without a B-A and an N. I want to like sign up for some classes of some sort. A league. We were gonna do a volleyball league that
It
might
might
fall
be dead.
through
It might be dead
before it even
became alive.
become became be
Before it got
is
born.
biz.
You smell toast right now. You smell burnt toast. That's a myth.
What the fuck does that mean?
It used to be. It was a myth that if you smelled burnt toast, you're having a stroke.
Oh,
It's like an old timey saying for old people.
I hate that.
But it's also a myth. So
Okay, so
don't
if
believe
you
it.
smell burnt toast, your shit's on fire.
Remember,
You're not having a stroke.
be fast.
Be fast. I just got a notification about Be Fast the other day on my email. I'm also in the health
Look
system.
up be fast if you don't know how to identify a stroke. Save someone's life or whatever.
Yep. So I want to sign up for classes of some sort, and this is okay. I just got something in the mail that was like from our city. They have like these really cheap all summer long classes.
I think Annie's probably done some of these. She's done like a pottery class.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about signing up for some of them because they seem really fun. There's everything from like arts, like watercolors, potteries. There's stuff that's online. There's stuff that's like in person. Yeah. I wonder if they like pole dancing on there. Do you think they would be allowed to like advertise that on in the same page that they're advertising
I think they could just
softball,
advertise it as a
Little
fitness
League
class.
softball?
It's an exercise class.
I saw this one exercise class that was literally just abs, arms. That's it. Just abs, arms. That's what we're working.
It's the Chloe Ting.
That's all we're fucking doing.
It's the Chloe
abs
Ting
and
2-week
arms.
shred. Did you do that during COVID?
No.
The Chloe Ting 2-week shred or whatever on YouTube?
No, because here's the thing. I've already done it.
All the girlies were doing it.
I'd already done it. That's the thing. I had already done it, but not with Chloe Ting. I did it with Cassie Ho. Not Chloe Ting, Cassie Ho. I actually did a 30-day, not a 12-day, because I hated myself even more.
I mean a 14-day, but yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
30-day.
That's
not
crazy.
14. Yeah. It was insane. It
was
also
I don't think I finished the 2 weeks.
It was accompanied as well by I'm only doing a clean diet.
Oh,
as well.
So you're eating bananas with the rind on, and you're doing your Chloe Ting 30-day shred.
I was eating
on YouTube.
So many fucking...
And you're locked in your apartment because it's 2020.
Except it wasn't in 2020 though. This was in 2017. There was no reason for me to be doing this. I was just down bad.
You were just unwell.
You
were just struggling.
Yeah.
Oh, see, mine was during COVID. I mean, as if I wasn't struggling before, but like
during COVID,
worst shape of my life. I felt horrible.
Mm,
I was not doing well. We were locked inside, and I was like, you know what? This will be the start of my fitness journey.
But I feel like
no,
sometimes with those with some of those classes, I feel like it doesn't offer enough variety that it keeps you interested.
No, you just do the same thing forever.
That's like some of the.
That's a lot of things though.
But that's the thing is like when I work out, like I have to keep it interesting. I have to do like I do a rock climbing thing with you, and then I go on a run like a different day, and then I'll go lift weights. Okay, now I'm gonna do Pilates. Now I'm gonna do I have to keep making it different, or else I'm going to actually lose my mind and not want to do any of it.
This was my struggle with sports as a kid, like growing up, because like especially I was really good at swimming,
right?
But then I got bored because it's just laps, and I said to my mom, I was like, yeah, I like it, and it's like fun when I win and stuff, but like. The training part's really boring because all you do is you just swim laps back and forth forever. And she was like, yeah, that's kind of the whole sport. And we knew that. And I was like, well, now I really know it and I don't like it anymore. I'm bored. And then I stopped.
Same with running. Running can be really fun and really good for like clearing the mind. But it can also be really, really fucking boring. And I'm actually a little bit scared of people that like, that's their whole thing. That's the only thing. That's the only training that they do is running. I'm scared of you just a bit. Proud of you. A little scared of you. Because that's doing one thing.
Don't know something terrifying? I don't know if this is 100% true, confirmed. But I believe the Ironman triathlon, you don't have music. Like you just do it. You don't have like stuff on you.
I think you can choose not to, but I'm pretty sure you can have earbuds at one point
I don't
during.
know. Maybe.
You think that it's not allowed? That would be sick.
I think, but I think most people don't have them. They just do it raw,
Oh
which
yeah, that
is
doesn't surprise me.
terrifying.
That doesn't surprise
Like
me.
they're
locked
and then
the
they
fuck
walk
in.
among us. Absolutely not. They go to the grocery store with me. I don't think so.
They probably don't.
No,
No.
they shop at Whole Foods. Let's be for real. I can't afford
They
to
are
shop at Whole Foods.
not at
They're not at Aldi.
Aldi.
They're not at the Woodman's. They're not at Walmart buying.
I don't know if I
zucchini.
could say Woodman's, but I'm like Woodman's is all around Wisconsin.
Very Midwest. I already said Madison. They know where we are.
Yeah,
it's whatever.
As if
Four people have watched one of them.
Yeah,
it's
true.
like, you know.
There's no doxing
it's really just for us
at this point.
Yeah.
Come find me.
We've never introduced ourselves.
Never.
I just realized.
Never.
Because I just assumed only people who knew us would watch it.
Well, we can introduce ourselves,
but on
now,
the off
and then
chance,
we can cut it out.
Cut it out.
Well, not cut it out. Put it at the beginning.
No, it's okay. If they made it this far, they wanted to just listen, but they can also know who we are. You know?
Should we have like fun names for ourselves? I'm Miss Piss.
You're Pookie. Me Pookie Bear.
And you're who? Josh?
What? Like the wine. Remember the Josh wine that was going big on Twitter?
No.
Oh, dude,
What?
that's why I'm chronically online, and you're not logged into Twitter.
No,
you're not locked into what's
Twitter.
happening on that sphere.
I used to be, but I'm not anymore.
It's fun. There was a period of time. There's a brand of wine
Bro,
called
I
Josh.
know.
It's like cheap, shitty wine. It's like wine night wine from college times.
Okay.
Very wine night wine. Actually,
like
Breck would literally bring Josh. But then,
yeah.
There was a bit like a couple months ago on Twitter. Everybody was in on it. They were just talking about Josh wine, and so people were like making memes of like in Skyrim when like you go to the tavern and someone's like, "Yes, bar wench, could I have a glass of that Josh?" And then people were like posting like last night was a movie went crazy off the Josh. Like it was like everybody was in on the joke.
Yeah.
So they were obsessed with Josh wine.
I love that.
So yeah, I guess I could be Josh after the Josh wine, but like
yeah, that's
not Josh, not Joshua from the Bible. Fuck that guy.
No, I didn't think that. Well, speaking of the Bible,
we didn't introduce ourselves for real though.
Oh, okay.
For real though.
So my name is.
We were ready to just keep going on a bit.
If you can hear that,
it's an ASMR. We do a mukbang. We eat 40 packages of Shin ramen.
Thanks for coming today, my loyal followers.
Oh,
I hate this.
I'm stressed again.
Thanks for.
We have to stop. We have to stop. We have to stop.
Hi.
Oh.
I don't know how do you introduce. Okay. Have you seen that one bit
welcome
on
to episode 3.
Have you yeah, welcome to episode 3.
Welcome to episode 3.
Have you seen that one intro on TikTok of that one girl that's like trying to figure out like an intro in her like to say like her attendance, and it's like here, and someone's like say like right here. It's like right here, and it's like the most awkward shit. That's how I feel trying to introduce
That's kind of real though. It's like we're in a small discussion section of like a class.
Yeah.
And you have to like go around and you say your name and your pronouns.
Something that you really
and your major and your favorite ice cream flavor or something.
Favorite ice cream flavor. My favorite ice cream flavor. And tell me why I'd always lie.
Would you actually?
About my fucking favorite. I'd say my favorite ice cream flavor is cookie dough, chocolate chip. My name's Emma Henning. That's not my favorite ice cream flavor. That's fully a lie. But I would be so stressed out. I'd be so stressed out to like introduce myself.
Favorite?
I guess it depends. But not cookie dough fucking chocolate chip. That's not my fucking favorite ice cream flavor. Are you serious with vanilla ice cream? Fuck that.
Wow.
Okay.
Real.
My favorite ice cream flavor.
Damn, the cat is sad. Take him out here.
Probably. I do like a really high quality chocolate ice cream. Just period. That could be it for like if we're just thinking
I gotta lock
basic.
his ass up. I gotta close the other door. We're getting banished to the shadow realm.
Oh,
anyways,
no.
Well, your name's Emma.
My name is
and that's
Emma.
Beautiful. And my name's River. We're here. Now you know who we are.
Awkward. I don't like that. My name.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys. Every episode we can't.
Welcome to
I'd rather die.
Podcast. No.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so we were talking about the Bible. So, what's your favorite Bible verse? Let's start off there. I'd
Leviticus. What's the one about not being gay? Hold on. The one about not taking it up the ass, whatever.
5:11. I don't fucking know. I don't. I know. I
No,
don't.
I don't. I
People
don't know.
that can quote that shit. Hey, get a job.
I think it's.
Hey,
It's math. I don't even know the one that's I can do all
why the
things through
fuck
He
would
who
you
strengthens
know?
me.
Why would you?
I think
know?
it's Matthew. No, it's one of the. I don't know.
Did
It's
you
one of the four
ever
dudes.
have a
It's one of the
Bible?
five guys.
Did you ever have a Bible quote in your bio?
Ooh, probably. There was probably a time.
There was a church. There's a church boy sitting right next to me. We're here right now to document your experiences.
No,
Turn the
I
camera.
It harsh overhead lighting. I'm wearing a sweater vest. No, that's sad.
We're
that
flipping
that
the
happens to
script.
people.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways,
I'm not making fun of it.
I did grow up. I didn't grow up religious, but I had a friend who went, and then I started going to her church, and I was like, I kind of fuck with the vibes. It was mostly for like the youth group stuff, because like all the people there were funny and could hang. So we did some shenanigans and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never been a part or affiliated with a church, so I am superior here.
You went to private school. It wasn't Catholic.
That's true. Yeah, that's why
No, it was Catholic school.
You're correct.
Right? Yeah.
And so I actually was affiliated.
You just seem so like you really didn't. You know.
Because here's the thing: the Catholic school I went to was like not.
It's like the gay kind.
It was gay. It was very gay. Well, here's the thing: my perspective is warped because I only hung out with the gays at my school, and guess what? Only like
there?
One of them was like really out. And then after like everyone graduated, I was like, "Oh,
that's
gay,
that's
gay,
surreal. Though,
gay,
looking at your high school
gay.
friend group, and you're like, oh my god.
Because
I look back and I'm like, there's me, Annie, Maggie,
right? At least gay by association.
And then the two, they were girls when I dated them freshman year, but they aren't anymore.
Huh?
Wonder what happened there. And then there's Nick and Eve. Another gay, another trans person. Like, we really just flocked together.
Really. That's always what happens. And we were
and that's why we can't get a team for the goddamn volleyball league.
That's why we can't.
Because everyone's like, oh yeah, do you know any people? River, you have so many friends. Surely you have someone who wants to play a fucking game. Yeah, no, I only have gay friends, and they're not the athletic lesbian kind.
It was really
nice,
nice,
I have like two sporty lesbian friends, and they're already too busy because they're lesbians.
What's really nice is...
They're too busy for me. They're booked up for the summer, bitch.
So what's really nice is that in high school, like, I did sports, but none of my friends really did. Like, other than my, like, I mean, there were some of my friends in sports, but like, I wasn't as close to them as like my like main. They're friends, I guess. Well, I mean, but one of my really good friends was in soccer with me, but that's
which
not
is
what
gay,
I'm talking
inherently
about.
gay.
Anyway,
girls play soccer,
but she's like,
gay.
But she is not gay.
Okay.
She's like one of my only friends.
Well, that's fine. There are straight girls there too.
I know, that's true. You're correct. A lot of them were gay. So, anyway, all of them could come to my soccer games because none of them were in sports.
Oh, slay.
So it was really nice. I had my own like little support group.
That's nice.
It was really sweet. They always wanted to come to my games, and it was really nice.
Aww,
they had cute. The gayest thing that they did, my friend group in high school, was they like at my school you didn't have to do like PE. You didn't have to do PE unless if you participated in 3 sports throughout the school year or 2 sports in theater. That's the gayest thing ever. Okay.
They would have had my ass locked in.
So my friend group, because they really wanted to encourage sport participation.
See, I guess people wanted to play so bad that it was like kind of competitive for some sports. We had too many people who were playing club their whole life
in our graduating class. So we were
I could see why they had to incentivize
the bare minimum
to join.
So my friends were like, God, we fucking hate sports, but we don't want to do PE. Like, oh my fucking God. So their bitch asses were like, we're gonna found a club of just walking. It was called the Walking Club. They founded the Walking Club, and all they did was they did 1 lap around the school.
Where were these people when I needed them?
After school, and then they would like come to like one of my games or something afterwards and be
They'd walk to your game.
Yes. and that would be the walking
And that was a
Cubs.
hike and a half to get there.
It was so funny and I'm like, every time I was like, oh, I want to like join, and they're like, I mean, you're busy with like with all your stuff. Like there was just never time because they only met fucking once a week
to walk one single lap. That's about 5 minutes. You blink and you missed it. Sorry.
So funny. And like sometimes they would be like supervised by our like athletic director, and then they would have to like walk a little bit further when he came with them. So fucking funny.
That is really funny.
That's just like the type of shit that I love about the gay community right there.
They're innovative.
Really.
When they don't want to do something, they're not going to do it.
Really.
They're going to find a way.
God, I love that shit.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
It's really taking like, I don't want to run the mile to the nth degree.
Yeah, heights that we never thought we'd reach.
Yes.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
No, me too. I did really love that.
Taking back what's theirs. Truly.
Yes. Walking.
Yeah.
Yep. Walking is inherently gay.
And
Would you agree?
They walk so fast.
Yes. They do. Their Google Maps time completely inaccurate from where mine is at.
I will say though, I feel like living in where we live, it's so hilly that
sometimes, yeah.
We truly,
especially you
especially
right on
in college too, though. Like, you know how old ass people would be like, "Oh, I had to walk uphill both ways to get to school in a snowstorm,"
yeah.
and I'm like, "No, actually though."
Actually,
like Bascom Hill, are you fucking kidding me? I had to walk uphill both ways in a goddamn snowstorm to get to my lecture.
Oh,
that I then sat in the front row and fell asleep.
It was so funny.
Because I had to walk up a mountain to get there. I'm tired.
When it was
Good night.
when they had those snowy days, and people would be sliding down the hills.
Yeah.
So funny.
Mm-hmm.
So funny. But I hate to laugh at people's misfortune. Just kidding. I love it.
I was going to say, except for when we do.
Sense of humor, you tried to say you hated self-deprecation?
I think that self-deprecation is inherently the worst form of humor, and I think that there's a group of people who think that they're funny and who just do self-deprecating humor.
And it's like, hey,
and then it's like,
get
actually,
help.
Grow up.
Actually get help.
It's not cute. And I say this as someone who used to do this kind of humor in high school when I was dark and troubled.
I feel like it can like lighten the mood if you do it in a very specific way.
And I think it's different than like, I think humor being like this funny thing happened and it was embarrassing, but I think it was funny is not the same as being like,
right.
And like nobody would ever really like me. Like, oh my god, shut up.
Very different.
It's different than being like, nobody likes me. Like,
come on, like stop. You're actually you're fishing.
Yeah.
You're fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what a lot of self-deprecating humor ends up being.
You're fishing,
is fishing.
And there's not a drop of water here.
No.
Bone dry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it really like it irks me. When people do that, I'm immediately like, I don't know if I can vibe with you. You know what I mean?
I don't think
that's one of my like inherent red flags. I think about like not comedy, but like being funny a lot, and then when people like, I think I'm just thinking about it. I have the Kageyama gamer vision on all the time, and I'm just like, I don't know. So sometimes I like if people like do something, and I'm like,
you're like fucking light Yagami.
That turned me off so much.
Instead of death,
like when people are like, I guess I'm just not good at anything.
Immediately in the Notebook.
Oh my god, it makes me so mad.
You just hate people when they're not confident.
Yeah, confidence is important, and shitting all over yourself isn't cute or fun, and nobody likes it.
It's
which like it's hard to have confidence
because I feel like you have friends that do self-deprecating humor.
Do I?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I don't know who. Not as much anymore.
Not me whispering.
Not as much. Not as much anymore.
But I feel like at a certain
But yeah,
point,
there were times, and it irked me because I'm like, bro, I get that. Listen, as someone who also struggled with self-esteem for a long time, like I get that we're not all gonna like be feeling gung ho all the time. Yeah. But like shitting on yourself, not cool or fun. It's also not. It also funny.
Like brings down the mood.
Yeah, it's like you could just not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
If you have like a legitimate problem that you need to talk about, let's talk about it. Let's not like try to like disguise it as something that it's not, because then it's like we're not really getting to the problem, and now we're still uncomfortable.
And some people still just think it's humor, and then they do it because they think that it's funny, and then I'm like, oh, not only was that not funny, which embarrassing.
Now we're uncomfortable. It's none of us are having a good time. Yeah.
I still fuck with it. I don't know.
Also, people that think that dark humor is somehow like, I think there is time and place for dark humor, but I also think a lot of people misinterpret what dark humor
It's not saying
is.
something insane just for the sake of saying the insane thing. It's
Mm,
you made a joke that was objectively very funny, even if the content itself was controversial.
yeah, but also,
I think it's different.
it's like sometimes it's like the subject matter does matter in that content. Oh, okay. I feel like that's where deprecation can like maybe come into handy is if you have like a dark humor joke centered around your own experiences
Mm-hmm.
versus taking other people's experiences out of context and acting like it's
Mm-hmm.
something you can joke about because it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's not your experience. You have no idea what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think you can make a joke about that?
Yeah, no, and I think
Right?
a lot of people that's where the line gets really blurred. Is because people will
Yeah.
try to do like they get confused. I think between the two.
Yeah.
Because like I listen, I have a lot of friends who were once suicidal, and they're
Yeah.
not anymore. But they'll laugh about that time
Yeah.
because it happened and is now
But
over.
that's like part of that's part of their own thing. But if some random bitch off the side of the block was like, "Damn, why is everyone killing themselves?" Or that's not even a joke. That's not a joke. But like, you know what I
Can you
mean? Like,
imagine doing a stand-up set and you start out with like instead of airplane food, am I right? You're like, damn, why are the kids killing themselves these days? What's going on?
damn,
They like
just
like that.
silence,
Yeah, crickets.
silence.
Yeah, that'd be
Right,
crazy.
right. See, even that's exactly what it is. But yeah, I feel like if you're not familiar with anything with the subject matter that you're like making fun of, hey, it's probably not gonna be funny
Yeah.
because you know nothing about it and you don't really have any place to stand to talk about it
Hmm.
anyway. And like you just sound like a dick. You simply just sound like a dick now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say in EMS, there's a lot of dark humor to go around, and
Mm.
there's a lot of fucked up humor to go around because you got
Mm.
to deal with a lot of shit. And I think some people decompress by like making humor after bad calls and stuff to be like, well, all we could do is try to not be traumatized later. And it's like, yeah, but yeah, that's a place where we're teaming with dark humor.
Yeah. Well, that
Teaming.
I mean, again, that makes sense because
Overflow
it's
with.
your experience in the moment, and you need to like deal with it in some way, and that's how people deal with it. Um, what's another like type of humor? Being ironic about everything, doing a
Can
bit
I
about
say,
everything.
most people hate those like try not to cringe TikTok videos. I love the ones where it's like five college guys in like somebody's fucking apartment bedroom and they have set up the tripod and they all line up and then they take turns going up to the camera and like doing something really cringe and then they go to the back of the line, they try to make each other laugh. I love those. Other people watching them, they want to tear all their skin off. They're so funny because I think they have to have just the right amount of like we're aware that what we're doing is for it's ironic
Yeah.
and we also think it's a little funny and if they break just a tiny bit that's enough security for me to be like no this is funny they're not real about this
Mm.
that's why
I
I
feel like
love
you
those.
and Bailey have similar senses of humor when it comes to TikTok
I also love
sometimes.
videos that force an outside person to interact with the bit in a way that isn't like demeaning towards them. Like there's a really funny video of a guy at a Subway, and the video starts and he's like it's him like filming the counter where he's ordering, and the Subway guy like opens the oven and takes his sandwich out, and it's smoking. It's been toasted so many times for sure. And he takes it out and he sets it down. He takes it off the tray and he like gets ready to put the stuff on. He looks at the guy and the guy behind the camera goes, yeah, could I get that toasted one more time? And the other guy goes, dude. And he puts it in and he closes the thing. And then he finally and then they cut the video. And then the other clip at the end is just the dude at home well after this. And he opens the bag and he just takes out the toasted bread and he takes a bite, and that's the whole video. And it's perfect because the other Subway guy, it's like it's a little annoying, but like the guy clearly paid for the
Yeah.
bread and like doesn't really like didn't make like the guy
There
didn't have to like do anything. He didn't have to like perform anything. Like it's an inherently very funny video and it's very low risk and it's very high reward
I
and
feel
nobody
like
got hurt.
you would like this one. Oh, my phone's on 1%. Oh, I'm problematic for that.
It's okay.
There's this like video that Brittany Broski was talking about the other day, and it's like kind of like from the archives, and it's very similar to that, where it's this guy who has an ET mask on, and he's going through the Wendy's drive-through, and he's like doing a WrestleMania bit in the ET mask, and
That's
it's
so good.
so fucking funny. I highly recommend you search up ET WrestleMania
Oh,
Wendy's drive-thru.
we'll watch it after this.
Insane.
That's
Insane.
so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, there's there's I don't know if you ever saw him, there's a TikTok guy and he does a really good impression of Bakugo and Deku's English dub voices. And there's clips of him going to the fucking McDonald's drive-thru and ordering the BTS meal in like the Bakugo voice. It's so funny to me. Because he rolls up and he's like, let me get the BTS meal. He's like shouting into the fucking microphone. And she's like, sorry, what was that? He's like, no, because he starts the video, he rolls up, he does not first ask for the BTS meal. He goes, smooth like butter. And she goes, what? And he goes, you know what I'm here for. And then she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he's like, let me get the BTS meal. And then he orders the whole thing in the Bakugo voice.
It's very similar.
It's so funny. I think about that video all the time.
I feel like if I was on the headset though, I'd be like, if it was like 4 and my shift ends at 5, I'd be like,
no, I would think it's so funny. That NPC interaction would be funny to me. If somebody,
it was fun to have like weird shit go on the drive-thru. It was kind of entertaining because the shifts do get long. They do get long. But I feel like if I couldn't understand what you're saying though, that shit would get kind of annoying.
Imagine the reverse though. You pull up to order your BTS Dairy Co-op meal at McDonald's at Wendy's. At McDonald's Wendy's, it's a combination of McDonald's Wendy's, Church of Taco Bell. And you pull up and they go, hey, what can I get for you?
They do. At the Taco Bell.
And they go, what can I get for you? In their Bakugo voice.
Bro, the Taco Bell location near where I live, literally they do bits all the time. And it is very funny.
Dude, that should be my retirement plan. We should just all go work at Taco Bell and
hear about the orgy at the Taco Bell
shift and do bits.
Yeah.
They had a what at the Taco
orgy
Bell?
At the Taco Bell.
Here?
No.
Oh, just at a Taco Bell?
It's at a Taco Bell. I think it was like in California. And
checks out. They don't part their hair out there.
They didn't tell them. They didn't tell all the employees that it was going to be an orgy until they got there.
No, dude, I'm having this party. I'm inviting everybody.
That's
from work.
what they were told, and that's what
and
they were told.
And everybody's wearing like masquerade masks.
Everyone's like, "Ooh."
And they're wearing like a full latex suit.
That's how people like
the gimp suit.
The gimp of fucking Liverpool. Oh my god, he needed to be arrested. It's not sexual. Come on.
Be fucking for real. Yeah.
Well, I think we should wrap it up.
I think it's been fun.
It's been fun.
We like butter.
Wow. Guys, remember tonight when you go to bed.
It's gonna be so loud if you're that close.
Remember,
I just want you to know.
Remember tonight when you go to bed to think about.
Don't bring it up. I don't want to think about it. Think about. You're gonna drive everyone away with that. I was trying to keep it semi-normal, so we could maybe hook like 3 people into committing for the long haul. And I don't think we're gonna get there.
Semi-normal. No, I feel like we need to be real. We need to be
honest.
Authentic. We need to be authentic. I need to make sure that
value authenticity. So I guess
I don't fuck that hard with cookie dough ice cream. I also don't fuck hard. Fuck hard.
You should phrase it really any other way.
I don't. I won't.
You don't fuck with.
I won't. I will not. I do not fuck with cow hybrid jimin conceptually.
As a concept, as a lifestyle.
That's not me.
Nothing about it.
Nothing about it is me. I do not stand for it. Put that on the record. I am not the creator. I am
get it notarized.
I am not.
We also wait. Can
supporter.
We one last thing before we go? Can we decide? Do we fuck with? I don't really know. Do we fuck with killing stalking or no?
No,
because I don't. I read it and I felt uncomfortable reading it.
Yeah,
and it was a little painful, and I don't know why I finished it, but I finished it and I felt sad and empty.
Oh yeah, but you know what was nice? Being at the cabin.
True, quarantining. But yeah, we quarantined until our results came back. That was crazy.
Yeah, no, I definitely would not recommend reading Killing Stalking to anyone. I also wouldn't recommend watching Attack on Titan to anyone either. Oh, guys,
I would. Right, we're writing this down for next week. We're coming back to this. We're coming back to. We're gonna go to court after this next episode. Stay tuned. We will be opening a court of law, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.